Ford Lincoln.
An Air Force Lieutenant Colonel from Butler County is now at the center of a sexual assault scandal at the Pentagon. We've learned he also spent time at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. News Center 7's Yuna Lee spent the day finding out more about this high-ranking officer.
Cheryl, perhaps what's most shocking is Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Krusinski was in charge as an Air Force officer in charge of the Sexual Assault Prevention and Response Unit in Washington. And today he's accused of exactly that, sexual assault.
It's so uneasy. I think now that there's a need to go back and revisit all his cases that he has dealt with.
41-year-old Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Krusinski bruised up in his mugshot, allegedly by the woman he's accused of approaching and touching. Krusinski is an Ohio native, lived here in Liberty Township, and is a graduate of Fairfield High School. And we talked to neighbors in this area, and they remember Jeffrey Krusinski. They said he wasn't often home. His kids still live here.
Well, I'd like to say it's unbelievable, but unfortunately it's not in our military, and that's what's horrible.
Corey Choka from Wilmington was in the Coast Guard when she was raped. She says she's not shocked by the allegation since her attacker is still active duty with the Coast Guard.
The military is unable to handle these sexual assaults. It's zero tolerance for decades, yet it still keeps happening, and the numbers have risen.
We talked through FaceTime with Congressman Mike Turner, who's currently in Washington. He says this story is a talk in Congress.
Well, this is both a personal and a professional failure on the part of this officer. But in addition, I think it certainly goes beyond irony. It goes to the issue of the culture that we have in the military.
New numbers from the Department of Defense today show 26,000 service members were assaulted in 2012. Turner says the problem is not easy to solve.
It's not, because it's up and down the entire chain that this is going to have to change.
Wright-Patterson Air Force Base says Krusinski attended the Air Force Institute of Technology and graduated with a Master's of Logistics Management back here in 2007. The case is currently under investigation. Reporting live at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Yuna Lee, News Center 7.
And a crash